She is Patti Simmons, and she is our second guest with the Leaders Circle among the nominees this year for the Leaders Circle Awards. Of course, the Leaders Circle Awards, Male and Female Civic Leader of the Year, and the Athena Award.
Correct. And I'm up for the Athena Award.
You're up for Athena.
Yes.
Isn't that nice? Very, very nice. You were just showing a picture from one of my favorite spots and your favorite spots in the world.
Absolutely. It's in Nashville. If anybody ever goes to Nashville, you have to go visit the Parthenon and go inside there, and you'll find the 41-foot-high gold Athena.
It's amazing. Here, I'll show it.
She's beautiful.
I'll show it to the microphone. We're not on Facebook today, so there. Everybody look in your microphone, and you can see
And I'm sure
it.
Everybody's going, ooh.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. But Athena is certainly impressive in Nashville. It's an impressive list of people who have been named the Athena Award winner here in Indiana.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So
and I
nice.
guess I'm just honored to be one of the finalists for it.
Well, that gives us the opportunity to catch up with you because, as I said to Jack, you know, we used to have you in all the time with the United Way of Indiana County.
Yep.
But now we just see you zipping by on your morning walk. It's hard to catch up with you.
Well, just yell and I'll wave.
Okay. But it does give us the opportunity to catch up with you and find out what you've been up to.
Well, I've been up to a lot of things. Actually, I tell everybody I've turned myself into a professional volunteer.
It's not a bad thing to be at all.
It really isn't. And I think I learned a lot about volunteerism whenever I spent all the time with the United Way because we would have never done what we did without our volunteers.
Yeah.
But now I'm working with the Evergreen After School Club, the library, the Open Door, and I'm still very, very actively involved with my sorority and do a lot still with them.
Yeah. I'm looking at this list. This is a very expansive list of things
It goes way back.
in which you are or have been involved.
It does go way back.
There's got to be a reason why you are so involved with all these organizations and events that you've been affiliated with.
Well, it's kind of like one thing leads to another.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I'm being encouraged to become a volunteer out at the hospital. So that's going to be probably my next step that I'll take. First of all, I like to keep busy. I am not a person who can sit down and put my feet up and relax. No, I have to keep busy. Yeah. And that's why I love to volunteer with the organizations that I'm involved in. Like I said, I've been doing this all for a while, and I think it's worthwhile. People need to do these kinds of things because otherwise things will not be happening within this community.
Yeah, well, that's a great point. You know, you're a person who needs to be doing something. There are people like that. I got to be doing something. Yep. And that matches perfectly with the amount of need that there is around our county.
Boy, is that the truth. I mean, being involved just with the library and the Evergreen After School Club, those organizations are constantly looking for people to volunteer and to be a part of their group. And, of course, the Open Door right now, there's such a need for anything and everything through that organization.
Yeah, so many things.
And I've also done some stuff with St. Andrew's Village. My parents both lived out there, and I had the opportunity to become on their advisory board. And they're another organization place that does a lot for their residents and other people within the community.
Yeah, they really do. I'm looking at this list here. Board member, IUP Research Institute, Vice Chair. Board member ex officio for the Indiana County Chamber of Commerce. Board member, United Way of Pennsylvania. Board member, IUP Alumni Association, Indiana County Chapter Secretary. Board member, Kiwanis Club. Foundation board member, Kiwanis Club. Member, Indiana County Boys and Girls Club.
You're probably going to bore people.
All the way down. I'm 6 or 7 into a list that probably is probably 20 or 30 organizations long. You really are an example for folks of what is possible. And especially as you get to those years, people think that when you get, and not that you're in this category, they think that you get to your retirement years and you say to yourself, I'm too old to do anything else. I'm all used up.
No. People need people with experience. That's what I'm looking at. And I've yes, I've done a lot of things, and I bring a lot of things to organizations. And it's really funny. I had one organization call me, or actually text me yesterday about a meeting coming up, and I'm like, oh, I can't make that one. And then they called me, oh, we really would like you to be here because we'd like your input.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, I'll cancel the other thing and come to this one. So it's just, it's important. It's important if you do get involved to be involved and not just sit there and not speak up or not be a part of organizations. There's so much you can do.
I want to ask you about one particular organization, and you mentioned them a couple of moments ago, Alpha Sigma Tau Sorority.
That was my sorority, yes.
Yeah, that's your sorority from back in your college days.
Back in my college days when I was a shy student at IUP. And as you see in the list, I went on and did a few things and ended up as their national president for 6 years.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. I mean, I look back at myself and I tell these young girls, I was so shy whenever I was your age. And look at me. I am the national president, and I did it. You can do it too.
Sure. Tell me about mentoring of young women, because they come to this town, they enter their sorority, they're not quite sure what they're supposed to be doing either as students or as sorority members. But they are a valuable part of not only the IUP community, but our community as a whole.
Absolutely. And our national organization has a couple of things where they can get involved in. One is Habitat for Humanity, and another is Dress for Success. And those are our national things that they can get involved with. But locally, Betsy Sarniso, who is in charge of Greek life, really keeps these women and guys together, involved in all sorts of things. In mentoring them, I think it's important to show them that there's a lot that they can add to the community, the college community, but also that these are your sisters. Or as a fraternity. Actually, I advised the Theta Chi fraternity for a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And the thing is, my big thing is anti-hazing. I mean, there is absolutely no reason for anybody to be hazed.
Yeah.
And if it's something that you would not be doing yourself, it's hazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you might be trying to get me to do it, but if you wouldn't go and do it too, it's hazing.
Yeah. And for people to just put themselves in that other person's shoes.
Right.
Is really all it should take.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. I've heard so many horrendous hazing stories that it just makes me sick. And we're all aware of the hazing that went on with the fraternity up at Penn State.
Yeah.
And God forbid anything like that would ever happen again here on any campus.
Yeah.
It would just make me sick.
It really does point out your involvement with the fraternity and the sorority, of course, with which you are still affiliated. They really do point out how this town, Indiana, this county, Indiana County, and IUP are real partners, aren't they?
They really are. Our students at the university come out into the community and do so much. They've helped me at the library when we do the In the Stacks event. I've had the sorority come and help serve or hang coats or do whatever. Even when I was involved at the United Way, there were so many times the Greeks would come out, and not so much Greeks, but the football players or the basketball team would come and help with the pancake and sausage days out at the hospital. So, yes, they are really actively involved all throughout the community.
Patti Simmons is our guest here on Indiana in the Morning. She is a nominee for the Athena Award. And just let me tell you about the Leaders Circle dinner event itself. It's going to be happening, let me see, I have it up here, on September the 26th.
That's correct.
It's going to be at Country Club, correct?
No, it's at Rustic Lodge this year.
Rustic Lodge, yeah, I see that.
They rotate it around.
Yeah, advance registrations are required. The registration deadline is September 21st. So folks do have time to get their tickets for the event.
Yes, they do.
But not a whole lot of it.
No, we might run out of space.
Well, there you go. That'd be a good problem to have, wouldn't it?
It would be great.
Yeah, but you can get your tickets, and the easiest way to go about it is just go to IndianaCountyLeadersCircle.com. Leaders Circle, you don't need an apostrophe, IndianaCountyLeadersCircle.com. Just scroll down. and you can find all of the ticket information there and attend what you've been to these so many times in the past. What is really one of the best nights of the entire year?
It's fun. You get to see and meet people you might have heard about but didn't know. It's just all kinds of people coming to it. So, yeah, it's a good event to come to.
It really is.
So come on down.
And you get inspired.
That's right. And I might sign you up to volunteer somewhere or help me out with something at the library, open door, Boys and Girls Club. I'm not going to twist arms, but I might have to.
If you are a shy person, but you would like to get out into the community a little bit and learn how to be a real helper, Patti Simmons is the person to go.
I'll talk to you. You betcha. I know a lot of places that can use lots of help.
Yeah, absolutely. When you think about working with the young kids with the Evergreen After School Club.
Oh, yeah.
And then working with the college students as well.
Yeah.
And overcoming the basic things that every kid is called upon to. Shyness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just being bashful and not comfortable in social situations. Once you overcome that, and for some people it's a lifelong battle, you've got just a limitless amount of opportunity.
We have a board member who is somewhat new to the Evergreen After School Club who went to Homer Center, and he was saying how he really wished they had that program whenever he was younger, because he's seeing the difference that it makes in so many kids. And the exciting thing, too, is we're going to be adding Indiana School District.
How about
I believe it's in January. Yep.
Wow.
And that's thanks to a grant from the United Way.
Oh, that's tremendous.
Yes.
Tremendous. Boy, it comes full circle for you then, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Patti Simmons, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We're so grateful for you and for all of your service. We congratulate you on the nomination for the Athena Award. Got some wonderful folks, don't we?
There's a lot of good people.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones.
All around our area. Thank you so much for being one of them.
Thank you for having me.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.